right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dad Couch, where we explain the multiverse. I almost messed up, and I make fun of you for messing up, even though I didn't make fun of you for messing up. But
ruler out.
we explain the multiverse, and I'm here with Mark. I'm here with Rocky. We're just hanging out, boys. How's it going? How's it hanging?
Pretty good. I think it's crazy. Third straight week, we're all wearing the same exact thing.
Well, if you notice, I had my hat backwards on the week in between.
It's a nice
Oh,
hat,
did
though, I
you?
gotta say.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice
that's true.
Yankees.
And I know the last couple of weeks, I was big on putting my right leg over my left leg when I crossed them, and
That's a good distinction to make. And I should probably put the mic to my face. But yeah, there are differences, even though we like to wear the same things on the show.
Comfort.
It is a different day. It's not the same day. We're not recording on the same
Completely
day.
not.
So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into DaDVentures. Now, I don't know if you guys have anything going on with the kids last couple weeks. Holiday just passed, New Year's. I got something I could throw in there to kind of stir the pot. Or do you guys have something you want to talk about?
Oh, stir the pot.
You want me to stir the pot?
Can you stir the pot about Mark wearing Uggs, male Uggs?
A lot of males wear Uggs. I'm not gonna. You live in a you. It's
A lot of a specific type.
We don't all wear orthotic
orthotic
shoes.
Yeah.
No, these
So,
these are not.
Those
orthotics.
are business shoes.
Yeah, these are not orthotics, but
Orthotics.
I will say, yeah, I under a certain type of male. We talked about them last episode.
Oh, okay, yeah, betas. But no, I mean Uggs. I wouldn't wear the Uggs, but
Why
I
not?
get it,
Why
kind
not,
of.
Phil?
What?
Why not? Why would you not wear it?
You're a little too puffy for me, a little too girly.
Okay.
But I mean, I think you know that when you wear them. You know the look.
It's pure comfort. It's like walking on a cloud.
But,
You're saying,
there's a
Mark,
compromise.
No socks. It's
It just
your
gets worse.
raw foot in there.
The raw
That's
foot.
crazy.
No,
I wash my feet, man.
I know it's still
you can't do that.
still meat on fur right there.
Yeah, you need a buffer. You need a buffer.
No, what happens is when it gets worn out, you
Mhm.
just buy another pair. That's what you do.
I'm just.
Socks are a foot prison.
I'm sure
Just a foot prison.
they're comfortable.
This is
And
probably
I'm not making fun of Uggs. He is.
This is probably
just
a
saying
good
it's
topic
not
for the
my-
one or two
That's
male foot fetish people in our audience.
you think it's a good topic.
People that goon over feet.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you
People
go.
that
We're
think that-
learning. We're using. That's great.
feet or not.
So here's my stir the pot. So this might apply to you a little bit because you got your daughter's kind of getting into high school, right? Is she next year or something?
Freshman this year.
Freshman this year. There you go.
That's a
I
big
got
one.
an 18-year-old. I got two 16 going on 17-year-olds living in my house. My brothers, not just random people. Your kids are already adulthood, so you probably been through this, but it has to do with driving, and I'm dealing with this, where my daughter is already old enough to have her license. We have a car for her. She hasn't really put in the effort to drive or learn yet, but she needs to because we're driving her back and forth to work. But it's more about like when you're at that age, and this is in particular to my brothers who are like trying to get their license. It's the fallacy of freedom that they think they have, or like you thought you had at that age. Like my one brother, he's like really pushing it to learn so he can get his license.
He's got a girlfriend.
He has a car. He does have a girlfriend.
That's it. You can stop right
But it's like, I want to get into the brain, see if you guys could go back to what you thought at that age. Like he thinks like he's getting the license and he's gone. Like he's gonna be all over Central Florida. Like I'm sure they have 15 things lined up that they're gonna go do. Because right now they're getting dropped off, picked up, and all this jazz. But the fallacy of freedom and getting your driver's license. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, I don't think they know what's in store for them, that when they finally do get their driver's license, it's like a 10-block radius where they're allowed, because they're not going any further in these Central Florida highways. I know growing up, again, different era, right? Like I just feel like with the evolution of the internet and information being at our fingertips, I think we learn a lot differently now than we used to. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
So growing up, it was pretty much like what your parents had learned, what was taught to them, what was taught to their parents. So for me, like I knew it wasn't freedom. I knew it would be more so for convenience of not having to be dropped off at certain events. And I also knew that there were very strict parameters. I've actually had an instance or two where in order to make sure that I was driving appropriately, my dad would take the other car and he'd go sit on another road.
That's funny.
And he would wait and like see if And sure enough, one time, man, I come flying down the road. He pulled me aside, and I wasn't able to drive for a little bit. And he said, "Now imagine if a kid ran out in front of you." He's like, "Not only does that family have to live with losing their child, but you have to live the rest of your life understanding that you took somebody's life."
Yeah,
And it was profound.
I'm a little bit sad now because Mark's dad, clearly good dad.
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Not my experience. Yeah, there's a good story about me at 15 in a jail cell
Nice.
that led to me fixing 2 cars, including a 1978 Dodge Aspen.
Yeah.
That became my car.
Nice.
Drained all the money I had saved, but all of it was about convenience for my parents.
Yeah, I think if I pulled up in a car, my dad would hop in and joyride with me. I think that's what would have happened. But
Yeah.
I think to your point, what came to me while you were talking, that it's funny. It feels like it's more dangerous to let them drive now. But it's like that saying,
Which is great. Which is crazy to me.
Smartphone dumb people. I think that's what it is. It's like everything else is safer. Like you could GPS, you could track, family link, all that stuff. There's more cameras, traffic cameras. There's more information. The cars are better, but the people are stupider. Like, cause my kids, they grow up, and as much as they try to push them away, they're on their phone. They're talking to their friends. So there's no like real world common sense. So like, my daughter's gonna drive thinking, and we hammered into her head. But I feel like if we didn't, it would just be nothing. I'm just driving like a video game or like I see online. Versus like when we were growing up, you're in the back of the car without the seatbelt. You're riding around in the trunk, the station wagon. Like there was real world application to the car.
But
where
don't
I think
you
it's
think
not
that
like
like
that.
that's like we feel like it's more dangerous. People are more distracted.
I think
But
it's safer.
But the car itself is like, I mean,
Well, that's what I just said, right?
yeah. But so like we think, but like in theory, or in theory, we think it's more dangerous. But if they actually get in an accident, it's actually safer.
Yeah, but the drivers are more dangerous, is what I'm saying.
Why do you? Because like Trish and I, this is an unpopular belief. Because I think if you're not careful, people could immediately say that sounds like you're racist.
Okay.
But like specifically in Florida here,
Yeah.
what I always tell Trish is these people are not unsafe.
What people?
So you think about it, like my dad when he came over.
You've never heard it. You've never heard his slogan?
Yeah.
C Brown, slow down. Never.
No.
Never heard him say that.
So
Really worry about.
Here's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know where he's going with this.
you go like if you're in a suburb of Cleveland,
Yeah.
It's mostly like Americans,
Uh-huh.
like mostly. Here in Florida, and my dad, like when my dad came from Italy,
All right.
when he got his license, he drove like an Italian. They don't.
On the wrong side of the road?
Well, different laws, different rules. People drive very aggressive.
All this?
Yeah.
Tourists. Just say tourists.
Not only tourists, because like what we have is we have tons of Caribbean,
Oh,
tons of like you think about it, we have every culture here, and they're driving like they drive in Puerto Rico, Dominican
yeah,
Republic.
but like I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in Puerto Rico.
No, but a lot of people have. A lot of people. So to me, it's not that they're not dangerous. They're not even distracted. They just when you first come from like Italy, you drive like an Italian. That's how people drive.
I don't know. I think there's something to that. I think what I'm talking about more of is my kid.
Yeah.
Being an idiot and thinking that thinking they're invincible because they're kids and they don't live necessarily in the real
They get
world.
a reset in a video game.
Well, yeah, I think that's our culture. Like smartphone dumb people, it describes like, hey, I see this guy, this influencer I follow who's 18 driving his car fast all the time. He's always online. Like, there's not like where there wasn't that. It was just you and your mom and dad in the car, or you and your dad, or whatever it was. And whatever they said was what you learned about car and driving. Now you have so much media, games, influencers, social, like all that stuff.
You think more people though?
I think kids are just stupider, like common sense wise.
More people like in your grouping, my grouping, they did drive better,
younger.
Yeah,
and like
because like
driving was a serious thing. Like when I was growing up,
right?
your daughter, are they, because like what I noticed, nobody is in a hurry. I wanted the day I turned 16, I
Yeah.
was like, get in we're going.
My daughter's not in a hurry. That's because we take her everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
my daughters too. They didn't
Same,
care.
same.
But
They
the
prefer to be
boys,
chaperoned.
the boys, they're brimming with testosterone and
Some.
morality. I'm
Some,
talking about my
yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
They want to drive today.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the kid.
Yeah.
My daughter's under the impression that if she gets into her dream college, that mommy and daddy are going to drive her to Duke every week and pick her up every weekend to bring her home. Like,
yeah,
she
well,
does not want to drive.
That's where it got real. Like age 17, our girls were not in a hurry. We're like, listen, you're out of the house at college and you're going to have to drive. So like we forced them, but both of my daughters, the reason they were dangerous wasn't because of the phone. Like they were nervous to drive.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And
I
that
think
made
it's
me
all the same
scared.
thing.
Yeah.
That's just like lack of real, like when you were growing up, everything in your life was you doing it. You learned how to do everything by being outside.
Yeah.
You probably, drove other things that you weren't supposed, like you did things. My daughter's very, like our kids, I'll speak for mine though.
Sheltered.
I think in general, they're very sheltered. So you stick them in a car, all they see is people doing it. They get on 192, which is like a busy road over here. And they're so nervous about driving straight. They're not thinking, like, there's no common sense, like looking over here, like very easily overwhelmed. I don't think they're built the same way that we were. So that's what worries me.
I feel like the generation now is exactly portrayed in that Tim Robinson don't know how to drive skit. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Do you not know how to drive? No, I don't. Yeah.
He said driving isn't the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. Well, and it's weird because like I've had luck with my daughters in some areas. So like when we're in a big city,
Yeah.
they know ABO, ABO. We like talked about it. I was like, hey, this is no game. And it was always be orientating, know where the exits are, know who you're walking past.
Yeah.
Look ahead. Is that homeless guy just a homeless guy? Easy, no problem. Or are they somebody who's maybe like, let's go.
They're very innocent. Like we've
Yeah.
created, I feel like.
And they're not like, I have no doubt my daughter, New York City, no worry. She's always looking.
Yeah.
Driving, she might stop dead in the middle of an intersection.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the things. Oh my God. That's a tangent I'll go on.
It
The
scares
thing that bothers me the most, I think we've talked about this before when we talked about creating laws. No, drivers. And it is really ascribed. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or just like a new generation of people.
No turn signals.
No, come on. That's like 5th grade level complaints. I'm talking about people
That's annoying.
that drive and try to be too nice driving.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
There's a road going into my neighborhood. You probably know, you turn right and there's like a 4-way stop.
Yep.
2 stop signs here, but you're off.
People wait.
You're off 27. You're supposed to keep going, but people will like either they'll run the stop sign, which is retarded. But I'm talking about people that do things. They think they're doing something good,
and they're not.
but they're actually not because there's people coming behind you when
Yeah.
you're
That
supposed to keep
actually
going.
know the laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, know the law. Like you're gonna stop dead in the middle when somebody has a stop sign and there's people behind you not expecting you to stop.
See, that's one of those things that we
I
talked about
hate it. Drives me nuts.
on the last episode where Tara will always give me pushback because she knows I'm right. That's my biggest pet peeve when driving.
I
And I'll
hate it.
scream. I'll be like, there's laws to driving for a reason. And she's like, why are you upset that someone's being nice? And I'm like, because you don't understand. The law was created because the person that's coming up behind is supposed to understand that the person in front of them is going to go. They don't expect them to
Yeah,
be
you can't
extendedly
be-
stopped. Like it's just, or
And
people
they're
that stop
coming
at-
off with more speed.
people that stop at intersections that don't have stop signs to let
Yeah,
people
you
with
can't
stop
do that.
signs go. And she's like, well, they're just being nice. I'm like, yeah, tell that to the goddamn Mack truck coming up 70 miles an hour behind you.
You can't do it because the person behind you, in most cases, is not expecting you to stop.
Correct.
Right? So they're not braking or they're not like, I come around that corner,
Yeah.
I'm accelerating because there's no stop sign. I see
Yeah. It's a
cars
fault or
hitting
your
the-
fault. They hit you. And like, it's the same thing. Like, I don't know if you guys know the intersection Costco right now.
Yeah.
And like, it's right across from our community. And
Yeah.
I'm always like, you're in a turn signal. If you got your left turn signal on, you've got that last lane.
Yeah.
All you're looking for is if somebody's coming across. If they're not, you go in that first lane. Well, what about the person? They have to restrict themselves to that first, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But Trisha's like, but they're not. I'm like, but that's on them. The guy behind me is wondering why I'm not going in that first. That's the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But people don't know the law. Like people just figure out. I don't know how they pass these driving tests, but the most infuriating part, to put a bow on this, is that they think they're doing something good, and they're not. That's what drives me crazy. It's like
being nice is like at a four-way stop, you let one go. Like you understand,
maybe,
you know.
yeah, like if,
No.
even that
You're
is like
the asshole if you do that.
yeah,
No,
'cause
no,
then
I'm
you're
saying like understanding. Okay, it's their turn there and being ready to go.
yes,
Yeah, that's being nice. Or if like, you know, you let one person merge in during an
yeah,
accident,
and then
I'm letting 15.
no, it's supposed to be one and
Oh,
one,
yeah,
one and one. That's what
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
But yeah, it drives me nuts. Anyway, off on a tangent. Let's get into DaDvice. I have a good one. If I could get to it. So DaDvice today, we have somebody who actually did write in. I didn't
like
tell
that.
you guys.
I like this.
Where is it? This is a different one. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna not say his name. We'll say his name is Jojo. Okay, Jojo.
Can we just make every like fake name Zach M?
No, I don't want to do that.
Oh.
It's.
I kinda do.
I mean, pick your spots. It gets, you know. All right, Jojo. Jojo is 23, male. I have a roommate who's 27, male, who's very Christian. In the house that we live in, he lives in the basement floor. I live upstairs on the ground floor. The house is old, so I know he can hear me walking around and probably conversations as well. So these are two guys. I don't think they know each other, right? They moved into a place together. This is very city kind of thing, probably up north somewhere because it's a basement, right? My girlfriend, 21, female, and I have been together since August. My roommate really doesn't like her coming over and has brought it up to both of us that he is very against sleepovers and sex before marriage. It genuinely infuriates him. Mind you, my girlfriend and I are not loud people, and we're respectful and quiet when we are having sex, which is, I mean, to be honest, is boring. I mean, you imagine being
Imagine letting
quiet
somebody else
and
dictate
consider it during
your-
sex.
your animal nature.
Anyway, the other night when we were finished up, I like how he phrased that. We finished up, he immediately texted me that he wanted to talk outside about something that's bothering him. He was furious, pacing back and forth, saying he would not allow that in his household. He doesn't own the house. We rent from the owners. Reminded me that my room is right above his living room. It was 10 p.m. and he said he could hear us while making dinner, and basically saying we're no longer allowed to do it there, can only do it at my girlfriend's place. I didn't hold on. Sorry. I didn't want to escalate the situation, so I kind of let it be. But now that I'm thinking about it, I pay the same rent he does. I am respectful in every aspect, and to top it all off, we are grown adults. If it were me and I could hear it, I'd simply put on headphones and mind my business. But he's known for doing this to other roommates as well. He used to record and complain to previous tenants when he was clearing his throat about a previous tenant when he was clearing his throat because it bothered him so much. I kind of need to stay at this place as well as it fits into my budget and is close to school. How can I phrase a conversation stating that I'll do what I want in my own house to someone that is extremely closed-minded and refuses to move off their morals?
Just like that. That's how you say it to him. You're at risk right now of becoming a complete beta male, and this guy then banging your girlfriend. Tell him straight up.
He's against sex before marriage.
Yeah, it's just a front. I think, honestly, I mean, you guys are paying the same rent. You're 23, she's 21. You're doing the right thing. You gotta test the merchandise before you buy it anyway. So the guy in the basement's in the wrong. So bring it up just like that. Just like, we're adults. You can't handle it. Move on. I'm gonna do my business here. I don't tell you what to do downstairs.
I think the issue is that I think he wants to do that, but that the guy is very, like, he does have to coexist with the guy.
Well, he has to coexist, but like as a Christian, this is the kind of Christian that bothers me because like just because you live by a moral code that works for you,
I mean,
it
everybody.
does. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that I have any right to, you know, did this guy think he was like, did he advertise for a not Christian only roommate who like you have to do that. Like,
Well,
if
he
that-
may not even advertise him. The owners probably
okay,
brought this
so
guy
that
in.
he's,
Yeah.
you know, kick rocks. Like, to me, you got to just state, like, I think you, like Mark said, you've got to state it as, hey, no offense, I'm not trying to offend you, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but this is who I am. I respect you. You're gonna have to respect this, or you're gonna have to at least live. And if you don't like it, then you're gonna have to get out the door because I'm not changing. Yeah, and I think it's just that's the worst kind of Christian example to me. You know, it just drives me crazy.
Overbearing.
And if you really want to set the tone, you always end the conversations with one of those fake flinch punches that you throw at them to let them know that you mean business, and you might have to move the next time you guys talk.
Yeah,
have
I
this
mean,
conversation.
Well, I think that's what he's worried about.
Well, you close it with, do you understand, or do we got to get a little more serious?
Yeah,
Like, you know,
something like that.
Little backhanded threat. Okay.
Yeah.
I got one more because that was quick. Now, there's a short version and a long version of this. I'll give you the short. You tell me if you want more info, okay? This is a female, 38. She's talking about, I think, her husband here is 37, male. We have been together for 18 years, married for 13. No fights, no secrets. We always talk, always share everything that's on our minds. What we're thinking and what we like and don't like. Our locations is always shared. His idea, not mine, because he's on the road a lot. Our photos are shared. Again, his idea, not mine. So tell me why when I got drunk and passed out the other night, he stayed, not the other night. I don't know what she's talking. All right, this is in the past. Sorry. So tell me why when I got drunk and passed out, he stayed with one of my friends in the spare bedroom. Only met her 3 years ago, 32 female, recently divorced earlier this year. And then he came to my bed at 5 a.m. when he thought I was still asleep. Do you want more info on the story, or are you going to go from there?
Let's infer.
Sure, you don't want to know?
I don't care what happened.
Okay, I think you do a little bit.
Well, no, what I'm looking for is is there a condition we're missing?
Okay, yeah,
Like-
there is. That's why I was
Yeah.
asking if you want more.
Yes,
I
and
know
like,
what the condition.
No,
I mean,
no,
look
I
at
know
this,
it's-
spice it up a little bit.
was there a reason that it was not good to walk into the bedroom with his wife? Like, you know,
What?
Oh, was she testing the waters first?
no,
No,
was
okay.
she,
I
like,
need to read more.
was
This is what happened. I woke up around 4 a.m. looking for my phone. This is the wife. She passed out, right? And she was drunk. Realized they were still awake. All lights were on in the house. I could not find them in the bar room where they should have been. Both phones were on the counter. Their phones. They were talking in the spare room, but I couldn't make out what was happening. I didn't hear my door open until 5 a.m. when he came to our bedroom. So that was at least an hour he was in that room. No TV, no devices. I think I was in shock. That's why I didn't stick around to find out exactly what was happening. Part of me wishes I didn't. So
I can't figure these people out.
basically, it was a husband and wife. Are you
No,
Okay.
No. What I'm saying is that door would have been kicked in. Like,
Oh, okay.
like
That was your husband.
yeah, like I don't even get how these people operate. Like,
Yeah.
you afraid? Wait, you think something's going on,
hmm
and you're allowing well, I'll let it continue. Are you crazy?
Yeah, that's why.
Trish would kick that door down, grab me, and say, "What the?" Like, you know,
Yeah.
Let me tell you, these stories that we find online. Talk about being.
Oh, this was a listener.
Okay, talk about NPCs, right? I mean, how do you not, like you said, kick down the door? How is that even fathomable to ask advice on that situation? It's so easy.
That's where she has to be an alpha female.
If he was in a room with another female,
Yeah.
even under your like, there's no. He's now guilty until proven innocent.
What? Give me your best. Give me your best excuse. You're the
guy.
husband.
You're the guy.
You're the guy. How do you explain your way? Phone's left on the counter.
You've only got one.
3 o'clock in the morning. You're in the room. Wife is knocked out. You sneak back in the bedroom at 5 a.m.
Yeah, you've
You
only
explained it.
you've only got one out. There's only one lie you can go with.
Let's hear it.
You have to say, I was so pissed off that you passed out,
Yeah.
that you made an ass out of yourself, and your friend was talking me off a ledge. Only thing you got. I
That's
think.
not bad, and I'm
Not bad.
scared at how quick you came up with
Oh,
that.
that's it.
for Friday.
That's it.
I'd probably go with she had a bad case of plantar fasciitis. She needed it worked out. She couldn't do it herself. I was giving her some techniques.
I had a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That right there, That was good.
It's
That's
The fact
great.
that he came.
No,
That wasn't on the spot.
That's how I know he
That-
came. No, that's
for
it's
her.
great.
that's the law school mind
That's
right
how
there.
my mind works. Yeah,
is
you're looking for
he
the angle.
flipped it
Hey,
on her
always be orientating in life. You're always gonna be
right away.
orientating.
Even though even if she doesn't want to, she has to
There's
defend herself
doubt.
a little bit.
There's immediate like,
Yeah.
did I? What did I do before I passed out?
Yeah,
You know?
that's good.
Did you?
There you go. That's
see
probably the best
yourself.
advice you got today.
See yourself. You were acting like it. Yeah. Now.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But then she smells your undercarriage and knows that you flipped it on her.
Well, you watched it. You watched it.
It's crazy.
Anyway, so we'll move on to this dad no slang. I have a few left here on my list. I came prepared. So basically this segment is I'm gonna throw out some current slang words that the kids and the hip people are using these days, and these gentlemen are gonna try to use it in a sentence and then tell us what they think it actually means, and we'll decide whether or not they got it right. So we've had some good ones so far. We had some bad ones according to Rocky. But we'll press on. So the first one I'm gonna give you today. Well, this one you already used, Rocky. You used 8, so you know what 8 means. But we'll go with skibbity. Do you know what skibbity is? Can you use it in a sentence?
No, I can't use any of these in a sentence without sounding like a moron.
Well, that's the point.
But I have heard this.
That's what we want a clip of.
Yeah.
You sound like a moron.
But I have heard this often. I'm trying again. For me, I have to remember the reference because if I remember the sentence I use it in, I'm pretty close to being able to suss out what the meaning is.
That's
Another one. Right
My
there.
dad asked me to take out the trash, man. That's so skibbity.
Yeah, that's it. So skibbity is very loose. It's like a filler word. You could use it for something
Yeah.
like that. You could use
like
it.
for shizzle.
Wow,
use it for anything.
that's what I needed, right? That's gold.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's kind of like it can mean anything.
It could mean It could mean good, bad,
Yeah.
weird. You just
Yeah.
it's skibbity.
Yeah.
It all originated with skibbity toilets.
Yes.
It was meant to mean like things are like shit or things are trash.
Yes, that was the original meaning.
Anything that you don't want to do, man, that's skibbity.
Okay, so I think the other one is kind of. I think you guys, based on what you guys have said so far, I think you know it. So
What did you say the word? And we'll let you know.
it's Sigma. You guys know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me find one more.
Well, I want to make sure Sigma is good, right?
Depending on who you ask. If you ask your daughters, they probably say no.
Okay.
But I'd say yeah. But it's not good to say you're Sigma. You just gotta be Sigma, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. More of
Kind of
that.
like you saying he. What do you say that term? That
Him?
Him. Yeah.
Timothy?
Yeah. Him.
Yeah, it's kind of that. Yeah.
Dude, I accidentally backed into modern slang with my kids because I was just trying to portray, like I'm very science based, right? That's what my degrees are in. So
Okay, well, right, buddy.
I was trying to explain the situation. And I told the kids, I was like, you just have to take lead, take dominance. You have to be alpha. They're like, Dad, what? Alpha?
Yeah.
Huh? And I'm like, yeah, alpha. They're like, we know what it means. I'm like, what does
There's
it mean?
always stupid stuff like that. So here's a
so
funny thing.
ridiculous.
This happened yesterday, but I've noticed it with teenagers. But my Madison, she had her friend come over. We took her around together, right? So we go into the store, and I wanted like an electrolyte drink. So I always read the labels. Whatever has the most potassium, most sodium. That's like I know the few brands that do it have a lot, and I get those.
It's a weird flex.
No, it's not a flex. Just saying, like, my choices are not based on the brand necessarily; they're based on like the label, right?
Yeah.
So,
Still flexing.
okay, sure. It's to set up what I'm saying. So I remember I bought the drinks, and we're going to pay for them, and then my daughter and her friend come up, and I hear her say to her, "He drinks Prime." And it's like something like that. Like to them,
Yeah.
Prime means it's like a meme.
Yeah.
There's all this stuff associated with it. For me, if you compare it to like a lot of the other sports drinks at the same price point, it has way more potassium
it
and
wasn't
sodium.
necessarily a good thing that you were drinking Prime.
I don't think to them. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or just the
Right.
connotation with it. Like, oh, he's a prime. He has prime. Like, I think to them it means I don't really know. So maybe you guys can help us. What does he drink? What does drinking prime or having prime mean? I don't know.
So similarly, and I wish I could remember what the product was. Gianna had one of her friends at the house. I was making breakfast for everybody. I said something about something I liked, and then she looked at Gianna. She's like, "Oh, your dad likes so like whatever it was."
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that even like? Why is that popular?
'Cause
Among
They have
kids?"
all
And,
they
like,
have all these things that are
it's
like just
notions.
yeah, it's exactly what it is. Notions associated with brands or products.
Yeah, well, so there's they have to be is
What who's doing? What's that?
was that I didn't hear it. Is like
That
like
wasn't me.
like for my daughters, there's almost like,
That's-
oh, are we allowed to like that brand right now or that
oh, that's
person?
crazy, right?
No, but it's like, oh, well, you didn't see that he did that to that actress in that movie, so you can't like Chris Pratt right now. They can't like Chris Pratt
Why?
because, well, he's come out about his faith,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is kind of a negative in Hollywood, but also he treated his first wife wrong. And I'm like,
What?
okay, I know Bill, he treated his first wife bad too. Like, what? I got to hate Bill now? Like, but
Yeah.
they have all these associations with,
Yeah,
oh, wait, can we like that product or not?
yeah,
You
that
know.
is weird.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I just want to encourage you guys. You need a dad. You need somebody to give you some talking
For
to.
dads.
You have
You
daddy
need,
issues?
you need some advice. You need somebody to guide
In
you.
my life, I was looking for people with
Guide
daddy
you
issues.
along the way, maybe walk you through the maze that is adolescence. We're your guys. So don't be afraid to put a question in the comments. Don't be afraid to DM us. You can even put a video response. Whatever it is, whatever the question, whatever the life issue, whatever the situation, whatever the accomplishment you want to tell us about, share it. We'll pontificate, we'll expand, we'll delve, and we'll open new channels of communication with you that you don't have currently. Just ask for some DADvice on the Dad Couch. Follow us everywhere you find content on YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Get us on your socials at GOM Podcast, and let us know what you need to know. We love you. Peace.
They give advice to you on the Dad Couch.